That's how love goes. It's good when it's close. Oh, I got a long way to go, but it won't stop the pain. No, that's the kind of thing that keeps me coming back again and again. Till I see your face, I won't be satisfied. No, I won't stop.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. You tuning in live to the Healthy Soul Talk Show with your girl, your favorite therapist, Dr. Kimberly Thomas. Come on in here. I hope you were enjoying the music. Welcome on Blog Talk Radio. We greatly appreciate you joining in with us and on Facebook Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Come on in here. And of course, before we get started, let's just let you know about some information on how you can connect with us during the live. If you want to call in, you can dial 323-870-4375. Again, that's 323-870-4375. Press 1 to join. Again, welcome. You're tuning in live to the Healthy Soul Talk Show with your girl, your favorite therapist, Dr. Kimberly Thomas. And of course, you can email us at hst@ttlomedia.net with any questions, concerns, or any topics you want us to talk about. Feel free to email us again at hst@ttlomedia.net. And of course, you can follow us on all social media platforms at Healthy Soul Talk. Yes, there we go. You know, it's good to be here. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful evening. I'm excited. The closer we're getting to the end of the year, but coming up to Christmas, a lot of people are getting in the mood, the right spirit, and I just want to help somebody along the way. But before we get started, I gotta check in with my two favorite producers here. How are you all doing?
I'm well.
You're well.
I got a half a day of school left.
A half
a day.
Meaning you get out early tomorrow?
12:30.
Are you leaving right out at that time, or do you have to stay?
12:25.
Oh.
My car will start. The auto start. The brand new starter.
Wait a minute.
And when I say brand new,
you have to make sure all the kids go home and nobody's left.
Auto start. 12:25. At 12:30.
Wow.
I will be pulling. They know my
pulling
car.
out?
Huh?
You gone? It's a wrap?
I think the great quartet, R&B gospel quartet, formerly known as the Gat Band, used to say, "Burn rubber on me, Charlie."
Oh my goodness!
I never ever had a love. Put the pedal to the metal, and that's me.
You get your vocal cords ready now.
No, you. Right. I'm good.
Tell you what's going on.
Still well.
Come on. She keeps us grounded.
Man, you don't be here on the other days. She only do that for you. She only grounded on your show.
Okay, then.
Did I lie?
Glad you're here. Glad you're here. You're going to get it. You are going to get it. Welcome you all. Come on, check on in. How you all doing? How your week going so far? Happy Christmas, Merry New Year. Praise the Lord. Welcome, Felicia. She sent us something today. I got to check it out. Was it a drink or was it a song?
Was it a drink? What?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, y'all got something? What I get?
Let me just check your messages.
Let me look and see.
We're going to get it right, Felicia. But thank you.
Oh. Okay.
All right, listen. You ready to get into it?
I guess.
All right. So I got to explain myself.
You got some explaining to do.
Okay. So listen.
Oh wait, let me get the music ready for my. Cause I got to spell some music for my segment.
Listen, I was like,
I'm
Lord,
ready.
I got questions, right? I got questions. And I was thinking about, talking about the Christmas spirit and what all goes into Christmas. And, we started out with the caroling and I was like, okay, but a lot more comes with, what we do this season. And I thought about the mistletoe. Right. And I was like, wow, okay, obviously that's connected to kissing. And I was like, what does the Bible say about a kiss? Right? Okay then. And what I thought about was not the unholy kind, right? The kind that leads us into the flesh and other things. But I thought about the connection, when it comes to affection, right? I thought about the kiss because I've seen that in scripture, right? And so when I actually put this question in, I got more information about the holy kiss, right? How, more so in the New Testament, and they greeted each other. It was a sign of acceptance and particularly welcome, right? It was like a salutation, right? A greeting. And then I thought about, okay, why don't we embrace that concept enough, right? And I know we pre-COVID, right? Because I know you just can't walk around kissing everybody.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
So for me, though, right, and I pose this question to you, obviously, because I feel like in my experience, when it comes to kissing, right, it's always, mostly been within the realm of when you abstain, right? In the abstaining field of sex. So no hugging, no kissing, no affection, because that leads to other things. It's like an automatic. You start kissing somebody or you kiss someone, right? Not even in the passionate way. Then that's a sign of you giving into your flesh, right? And so I was like, wow, what happened to the purity of a kiss? If we look in scripture, how did it get lost along the way, right? When we see both sides, we see both sides, right? Of that particular type of affection, but we don't talk about the quote unquote holy kiss or substance around it as much as we do. Don't get your soul sent to hell for sinning, right? And fornicating, and of the sexual gratification that typically is, associated with kissing, right? So that's kind of where my headspace was when I thought about that, and so what it used to be, what it could be, but what we talk about the most.
Okay.
Right, because and I think about that in the church, right, and saying like, if a guy came up and kissed a young lady on the cheek, right, on the outside, someone's probably in the corner talking about, oh, he over there, trying to smooch or, try to get in more on the flesh side, versus in certain cultures, a kiss is most appropriate, right? In certain cultures, it's a sign of respect and acceptance. It's still not necessarily religious based, but this is how we greet each other, whether that's a man kissing, another man in a greeting. That actually happens in other cultures. And it's not, how can you say, it's not perverted, right? It's not looked at it as a perversion. So that's where I was with what happened along the, we can go westernized culture or our culture in the church where a kiss is so now unholy.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to stop because, I can go all day long because, I ain't going to lie. Some of my kissing led to something. So, I got to hear.
Well, you got how many?
Don't do that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. 11. Oh,
so we going to help somebody, right? We going to help somebody. All right, what you got?
All right.
I see Felicia says, SoundCloud mix, not a drink. Don't give your pearls to swine. That's what the Bible says. Yep. And the Bible mentions a holy kiss, 1 Peter 5:14. Hey, Angela. So So true. No perversion intended initially.
So so I was I was listening intently, trying to figure out where, because I don't think I still heard the part where you got this from. Did I miss that?
Oh, I was thinking about the concept of kissing. And
Just out the blue.
Because we're talking about a time to be affectionate. Don't do that.
Well, because you.
I told you I was in a space where I was just like, Lord, right? What does the Bible say about affection and appropriate
You're gonna be
affection and display of affection? And not all of it leads to
the Healthy Soul Talk dating hour is coming up soon. We're gonna be having that. That's Mr. Bangham. I can't answer you right now, sir.
There's a healthy way to show affection, because I want to help somebody who really feels like, affection is only shown if you're interested or it's distorted or it's considered a perversion. And now somebody's sitting around needing love. I think that's a sign, that's a demonstration of love. But it's been distorted. It's been tainted. So I was like, Lord, what do you say about kissing in the Bible?
Okay, so let's be clear. There is no, so that we have no ambiguity between a holy kiss and
yes, absolutely,
and every other kind of kiss. Right? Because there's different kisses. When you kiss your child on the cheek or the forehead when you haven't seen them in a while or whatever, that's a kiss. All of them are signs of affection.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
In certain cultures, it is the normalcy to greet each other with a kiss on the cheek.
Yes.
Even in certain cultures, it's even for men in some cases, that is the standard. I think mostly it was a European type situation, European, Spain, and France and those things. But when you move to the area of you talked about over here in North America, where things are a little bit different, we don't do such things. I've heard, because even in Paris and in Europe, I've heard stories of women from America that go there and they're walking down the street and just whatever man just decides to pinch them on the butt. That's normal over there.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that just seems like, what? That's what y'all do? So, but again, if we're talking about from a biblical perspective, there's a few scriptures. I believe one of them was Romans 16 and 15 or something, or 16, where it says, greet one another with a holy kiss.
Yes.
All the churches of Christ greet you was what was said. That's, I forget which version that is, but that's what we're talking about. You're greeting one another with a holy kiss. Literally means a kiss on the cheek.
Yes.
It literally was a kiss on the cheek, right? First Corinthians talks about all brothers send you greetings. Greet one another with a holy kiss, right? Then 2 Corinthians says, greet one another with a holy kiss. 1 Thessalonians 5:26 talks about greet all your brothers with a holy kiss. It's a, when it goes from, there's different levels to affection.
Yes.
Right? Because I care about you in a platonic way. I can be happy for you, kiss you on the cheek and call it a day.
Right.
Like, oh, good to see you. God bless you. Keep it moving.
Right.
But that, in the day and age we live in, that might be your intention. The receiver might be on something else.
Yeah.
That's
what, and I feel like that's where the understanding has to be, right? Like,
I think that's part of the reason why it's not done.
Okay.
Because if it could be 100% innocent on, let me just say from a preacher standpoint.
Okay.
It could be 100% innocent, but if Sister So-and-so ain't been kissed in 3 years, your innocent kiss on the cheek might have caused some malfunctions or some functions that ain't. I'm just saying. What I say? I'm just. So you have to be careful, right? So that's why it's even with but I think COVID probably helped a lot because if y'all went 19 months without kissing anybody that you weren't supposed to be, you'll be all right. Ain't gonna get no help. So I just think that's what it is. But again, the kiss between a man and a woman, romantic, who is not romantically interested in the other person, that is fine. But then this is an example. Those scriptures were an example of how kissing could be used in a non-sexual way.
Yes.
Now, if we're honest with ourselves, kissing in a sexual way is one of the things you know it when you see it.
Or feel it. Mm-hmm.
Right. Because if a boyfriend and a girlfriend feel the same way that they kiss is so I guess here's the thing too. If you are two Christians, right, boyfriend and girlfriend, you feel the same way that their kiss is honoring the Lord and it's a loving sign of affection rather than a sexual experience.
Yeah.
Then there's biblical grounds for that kind of kissing.
Okay.
But again, most boyfriend girlfriend kissing very easily can lead to sexual kissing, which then would turn into something sinful, or could possibly turn into something sinful.
And I think about that, in understanding, as a culture, as an American culture, as society, how that type of affection worked wonders back then. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to connection and respect, right? And signs of I accept you for who you are, right? It was presented as something that was pure and genuine. And so now, even just over the years, I noticed like pre-COVID, people who come up to you and when they touch your cheek and they kiss away from your cheek. I don't know if I'm describing that right.
Oh, you talking about like
and I'm just like, but that to me that's counterproductive to the concept of is that just why do you do
but
that?
But isn't that what the whole thing was on the side of the?
No, we did that. That's not what's done in other cultures. They actually kiss.
Oh yeah, their lips make contact with the
but we've kind of like this. Okay, your kiss is in the air. I didn't feel the energy. I didn't feel.
It was the intent. You wasn't supposed to feel it.
No, now keep your intent.
You sounded a little violent. Different kind of show, ain't it?
Oh, you know what? Because I've seen. I just wonder how people feel if I kiss you on the cheek and you don't kiss me back, like your lips go to the air. I don't. What does that mean?
Maybe you got on too much rouge.
Rouge? What is rouge? Is that makeup? Yeah. Oh, okay.
My grandmama couldn't say rouge. So she used to say, get me some, you ain't got no rouge on my cheek.
Really?
Rouge.
Really?
Rouge.
Really?
Yeah, nobody putting all that stuff on. We don't wear makeup.
What? You don't? Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Man. Okay. Listen, I'm trying to help the people. You swipe.
Right. See?
You're not even supposed to be.
Right. You mess around and have
How close are you getting? You either get a kiss or a hug. What are we kissing and hugging?
And it's got to be the church hug. Right. With the hip in.
With the hip.
Man.
Here we.
Chair right here. So this chair is.
Listen and look closely.
Right? So then it's like, oh, hey. And then if there's somebody that suspect, you just do the one arm in, and you keep this one out, and you wave it so that everybody behind you see that this hand was free the whole time.
What?
Yeah, because I used to get hugged all the time, and I had to smoke a cigarette after I got through getting hugged by certain people.
Really? Okay, back to what we are discussing.
You get a whole back massage in the process. Oh. Hey, Reverend. Like, yeah, so you have to be careful.
There's still a such thing.
Right.
She work at IBM Wellness,
How long that hug gonna last? Right. Why you got all right? Right. The timer went on instantly. And just so you know, the timer started before the hug even started.
They started with the look.
Right. As soon as they saw you making the attempt, the timer started. Right.
Okay.
Right. I'm trying to help the people. Fellas, I'm trying to help y'all out.
So is it possible for us to get back to holy affection? Or are we a lost people when it comes to that?
I think it's possible.
And this is why I say that. And we're going to talk about this more in 2022. But like how physical contact in the church is so perverted. right? It's so perverted and distorted. And so when you think about there are many people who come into the church not seeking that type of affection for love as in intimate love, but because I don't have family, I don't have anybody in my personal space. So when I think of church, I think of, when the pastor say go around and hug somebody, 3 people, or the way we used to do in our culture. You'll be surprised how many people come to church to get right that particular type of love because they don't have it in their life. So it's not always a person who's experienced, every time I go and hug or kiss someone, they get turned on. You just have some people who are flat out fake with their approach in the church and saying they are, we comfort and we are here to, meet your emotional and spiritual needs. And, a church is designed, as we clearly see in the Bible, to greet a certain way. Now, do we have to do it exactly like that? No. But I think there's a whole lot of faking going on too. That has nothing to do with you thinking somebody wants you after you give them a hug or kiss. Like I've been hugged over the years, and sometimes I wonder what was the whole point, right? Because that was you could have just said hi and kept it moving. You definitely
I'm
didn't.
trying to follow.
No, I'm talking about the.
So the hug
fake.
felt fake.
Oh, it was like it was just because some people really think that every time they hug somebody, that person wants them.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like
okay,
there's
I got
just
it.
some people who really give affection a bad name because they think that every time they show somebody affection in the church or in whatever setting, like they always want them.
I would say it like this. For me, you can't accept, just like you said, they say you can't have everybody pray for you. You can't accept
That is great.
everyone's hug because that's a little bit of a transference of energy.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about accepting everybody. I'm talking about those who walk around giving it, right, and don't give it in the right spirit in terms of why you just walking around touching folk and you're not actually greeting them, right?
Oh,
With
just
the-
to,
the whole-
oh
you're
that
just
so
doing
it's like the church pervert just going around to get his free feels in. That's what I'm hearing you say without you saying it.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. Yeah, because he ain't never said praise the Lord or God bless you,
Correct.
sister. It's just Look at my cute them jeans. I think
I that's why I asked that because if Felicia said, "What's the topic?" Lost. What does the Bible say about a kiss?
I think the other side of it is when you talk about that greeting period. One of the things I used to say at the old church because I knew there was a lot of, for lack of better words, cliques and drama going on, and people kind of stayed with their own. And I used to try to break up that monotony.
Yeah.
And I remember one Sunday, I did it a couple times. One Sunday I literally said, when y'all come to church next week, intentionally sit completely opposite of where you normally sit.
Okay.
Right? And then one week I literally said, nobody did it, by the way. And then one week I said, now get up, and when we did the greeting, because we would greet guests and visitors, I literally said, go and hug somebody you haven't hugged. Like I would like for instance, next couple Sundays gonna be the next Sunday. I would literally say, go hug somebody you haven't hugged all year. Or go greet somebody you haven't greeted or spoke to in 6 months. Because because we're in church. If you can't show love, I ain't say you had to like them.
Correct.
But if you can't show love enough in that moment, then when can you?
Right.
Right? Because I'm not telling you to go out to eat dinner with them.
Yes.
I ain't telling you to go break bread with them.
Right.
I'm saying in a sign of our Christian love,
correct,
you should be able to accomplish this.
Right.
And it's not you being fake. That's you saying, I love God enough to trust God enough that I'm doing this, and he ain't gonna let nothing rub off on me.
Right.
So
yeah. So that's kind of where I was with that question.
Okay. Cuffing season. What?
Yeah. Oh, she
said folks homeless out here. Let me stop. Oh Lord.
All right. So that was my thought.
Okay.
Right. Like, why we don't talk about the holy kiss. We're always talking about
The unholy one.
the other side. You know. Right. Okay then. There we go. Now listen, sticking with kissing, you know, I have a did you know fact.
Oh Lord. Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me get my music ready.
Did you know in Hartford, Connecticut, it is illegal for a man to kiss his wife on Sundays? And you know, I really put this in several search engines because I was like, really, this sounds kind of odd. But yes, in Connecticut, it's illegal to kiss. It is illegal for a man to kiss his wife on Sundays. And if they're out in public and seen, they actually can be arrested. Don't do that on Sunday.
No, we're not gonna play this in the greeting section.
You will get arrested. That's in Connecticut.
So in
Don't do
Connecticut,
that
it's against the law to kiss your wife on Sunday.
out in public.
In Hartford, Connecticut.
That's what it says.
Is this the updated law? You should.
It's I've seen it in several search engines, and so yeah, I was trying to find something that you know says it's not so. Never heard of that at all. Wow, I did. I tried to make some sense out of it. It's a whole lot of stuff out there too, about intimacy in public and when to do that and when you know you can be arrested. Mm-hmm.
They never got off the books and everything, but you have to be just a tricked out police officer. Be like, hey. They decide to take it.
Yeah, just don't take no chance though. Okay.
It says it. It said it is widely reported that it was once illegal in Hartford specifically, but I never seen a specific reference to where it appears. But of course, it still may well have been, since the blue laws in Connecticut were numerous and included many weird things. The rationale was that Sunday was meant to be a day of rest and dedication to God. But we call these blue laws. These were laws that were thrown in just because. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's possible it could be still on the books. Very possible.
Okay then.
Blue laws.
I saw some other laws. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So clearly we don't have those kind of laws in Illinois.
Praise him.
All right. That's the did you know, if you're ever in Connecticut vacationing and you're in Hartford, just watch your days. All right.
Get it in on Saturday.
Let's
Trying to help the people.
All right, let's keep it moving. I think this is one of the topics we, you know, as the old preachers used to say, we won't be before you long. Because clearly I want to help, you know, some people set the atmosphere, right, with the concept of the mistletoe. All right. And so we are talking about this evening holiday highlights. Last week we talked about, you know, the Christmas caroling. This week we're talking about hang all the mistletoe, right? And clearly I wanted to dig a little bit more into the whole hoopla around the mistletoe and what we do with it. But also, you know, there are many families and traditions who uphold the current use of the mistletoe. All right. And so I want to give a little bit of history and bring us up to date, but then also, you know, get some insight to you all and how you use the mistletoe in your particular home or wherever you are as it relates to this season. So here we go. Right. The mistletoe. Right. What is it? And so I found some information that was very interesting. And it says that the mistletoe is a plant that grows on a range of trees, including willow, apple, and oak trees. And so back in the day when they began to assess what it was and how it, you know, grew and all that good stuff, the ancient Anglo-Saxons noticed that the mistletoe often grows where birds leave droppings.
So perverted white people.
Droppings. Poop.
Okay.
So the name mistletoe comes from two Anglo-Saxon words, mistle, which means dung, and tan, which means twig or stick, right? So you can get where that particular concept comes from. When birds poop on the trees, this is what grows. And so some of the things associated with the mistletoe is, of course, it's famous for its stolen kiss power. But I found interesting, though, some of the things that came about that goes with the mistletoe. Some history was that it's a symbolic herb that dates back thousands of years, where the Greeks were known to use it as a cure from everything from menstrual cramps to spleen disorders, and the Roman naturalists noted it as being used as a balm against epilepsy, ulcers, and poisons. Pliny the Elder noted it, right? And so it also says that the plant's romantic overtones most likely started with the Celtic Druids of the 1st century, because the mistletoe could blossom even during the frozen winter. The Druids came to view it as a sacred symbol of vivacity, and they administered it to humans and animals alike in hopes of restoring fertility. Following me?
So the mistletoe was pre Viagra.
I think so. I like that.
I'm just trying to follow. I'm
but
just
it
trying to
also
follow.
was used for epilepsy, ulcers, and
She got that good nod. I'm just trying to follow though.
right. It was also used, to help restore fertility.
Okay.
And so, another famous chapter in the mistletoe folklore comes from Norse mythology.
Yeah,
Right.
that part I knew.
Okay, about the god Odin's son Baldur.
Yeah, Baldur and Loki.
Come on, Loki. I said, is she black? No, I'm just playing.
No, Loki. She said she thought Loki was black.
It's like somebody need to name their kid that.
With the key on the end. That's what you thought because of the key.
Yeah. All right, but the story goes. Here we go. God Odin's son Baldur was prophesied to die, and his mother Frigg, the goddess of love, went to all the animals and plants of the natural world to secure on an oath that they would not harm him. But Frigg neglected to consult with the unassuming mistletoe. So the scheming god Loki made an arrow from the plant and saw that it was used to kill the otherwise invincible Baldur. Right? And it says here that the myth is that gods were able to resurrect Baldur from the dead, and hence delighted Frigg then declared the mistletoe a symbol of love and vowed to plant a kiss on all those who passed beneath it. And it was also used as a sign of love and friendship in the Norse mythology.
I don't think nobody with a mistletoe hanging right now has any thought or care or concern about Loki, Baldur, Odin's son, Captain America,
I'm trying to help the people
Black
understand
Widow, Black
the
Panther.
purity
What?
that came with the mistletoe.
The purity.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And how?
It wasn't pure when he got named.
Really? Are you
Right.
poop on a stick tree? Right.
Doodoo Brown.
All right, we're going to fast forward a little bit. Right, here we go.
Okay, where we going?
Let's talk about the kissing custom.
Okay,
Right.
the kissing custom.
Right. Dates back to the 1500s in Europe. And so it goes on to say that the earliest recorded date mentioning kissing under the mistletoe was in 1784 in the musical. There was kissing under the mistletoe in the illustrations also of the book Christmas Carol, published in 1843. And so the thought behind that was, with the original custom, was that a berry was picked from the sprig of the mistletoe before the person could be kissed. And when all the berries had gone, there was no more kissing. So we got two concepts here. We got where if you're standing under the mistletoe, you can steal a kiss. But then in some practices, you pluck each berry off and you kiss as you pluck the berry off. And then when all the berries off the mistletoe is gone, ain't no... All the kisses are gone. No, I think once the flowers, it's a flower then. So it grows after the bird poops. Right? So yeah. So, and they can be up to 5 feet, the mistletoe. So I can imagine, I think some people, exaggerated a little bit with that concept of, using the mistletoe, right? You pluck a berry off of each mistletoe that you have. If you have like a 2 foot mistletoe.
I don't know. I didn't even know anything about. I don't think I probably didn't pay any attention to it, but I think I was in my mid-20s when I started paying attention to what white folks was doing because black people didn't play that game.
Really?
I don't think black folks bought into the I'm standing under this mistletoe. Hey, you standing under that? Let me get up on you real good. I don't think black folks.
Really?
We wasn't going.
It only became pretty within a single. I mean, we knew of it.
When you look at TV and movies, yeah.
Of it, but it wasn't never going to be like, what's that, Christmas Carol?
Right, because then you have people running around talking about some, hey, girl, look what I got right here. I'm just walking around every party holding, hey, girl.
Really?
Look at it here. Look what I found. The mistletoe. Yeah,
But that's how the Europeans did it.
No, see, we were always, but it was always, for us, it was always like, it just happened to be hanging somewhere.
That is true.
It was never about it like you going to grab it and force something.
Right.
Right.
And so listen.
Go ahead.
Another part to this custom was men were allowed to steal a kiss from any woman caught standing under the mistletoe. And refusing the kiss, was viewed as bad luck for her. Not for him, but for her. Right? So even back then,
bad luck for her if she didn't kiss him.
If she refused the kiss under the mistletoe.
Wow. Okay.
Right? So I was like, okay, I wonder how that actually rolled out. Did they leave it alone, or did they curse him, right, at that point to say, hey, you're going to have bad luck on you for the rest of your life because you did kiss me under this mistletoe? What did that look like?
That's interesting.
Yes.
That's interesting. I think that's I equate that to the kissing under the mistletoe to the same thing as catching the garter or the bouquet at a wedding. Like whatever. So put it like that. Sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be like whatever. Did you get my text?
Oh my God. So hence the 18th century, right, is where it became more widely incorporated into Christmas celebrations. And so a little bit about that, when it first came to the Western Europe, some tried to ban the use of the mistletoe as a decoration in churches because of some of the old stories about it, but many still continued to use it. And most notably, York Minster Church in the UK used to hold a special mistletoe service in the winter where wrongdoers in the city of York could come and be pardoned.
Say that one more time.
York Minster Church in the UK.
And what year was this? 1800s?
Yeah, a little bit after that.
Okay, got it.
Used to hold a special mistletoe service in the winter where wrongdoers in the city of York could come and be pardoned. Remember, some use it as a sign of friendship, love, and acceptance. What happened?
The snoring is real. I thought I was a grown man over there. I was finna get mad. Hey, buddy, find your own couch.
Y'all are so funny. So there was that, and then so obviously It was practiced in the early United States in the 1800s, where Washington Irving referred to it as Christmas Eve from his 1820 collection of essays, the sketchbook, Jeffrey Crayon Gent, where each time a couple kissed under the mistletoe, they removed one of the white berries. So when the berries were gone, then the kissing stopped. Right. And so I think for me, you know, I see obviously the fake ones in the stores, right? And just thinking about, I've been in some homes where they have it as a decoration, but I often wonder, do people embrace the concept even of it versus just a decoration? I know some who do, and some who just, you know, obviously for the pretty, you know.
When
decor.
I worked at Comcast, the technicians had them hanging up all over the warehouse.
What? For what?
So when the girls who worked the counter where you paid your bill
Yeah.
and had to get a new cable box, anytime they needed more boxes, they had to come to the warehouse to get the boxes.
Really?
So they had them all, and they would be sitting there waiting, and they could see the cameras in the back. So they would be like, "Oh, here she come," and then they go running back there and be like, "Hey, you don't see that? You don't see that right there?" They be like, "I ain't got my glasses on, I don't see nothing." And go
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, all the time.
That is funny. And so I brought this up, y'all, because obviously I thought about the concept of affection, even, you know, with couples. Some couples have a rough time right now, right? And I'm not, you know, going in any particular direction, but, you know, love is love, right? And I think about this particular mistletoe theory here and the essence of what it brings. You may say, well, why are we talking about this right now? Right? I just have a couple of questions. If we stick with that theory of the mistletoe is a demonstration of healing, it's a display of love and affection, right? The first question I want to pose is, are you positioned to give love or get love right now?
That's good.
Right? Because we can put all this decoration up, we can get all these songs together, but when it comes to you being around people and how you interact with them, are you positioned to give and get love right now? You know, and that's something to think about as to, are you conditional? Right? Because for me, it's not a time to be conditional with your love. It's not a time to be conditional with your kindness, especially in relationships. This is definitely a time of season where I see the most friction in domestic violence occur. Because there's more conditional love and affection and care going on right now because of the season and the materialistic, right, view from it, and not necessarily focused on how can we look at the other side of this season, which is embracing and giving the gift of care, love, and affection, right? So I want you to ponder that question. You know, are you in a position to give and get love? Because even if you're on one side of, I just need people to love me, and if you don't love me, I don't have anything for you. That's conditional, right? And so there's another part to us that says, especially as it relates to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's not just about getting love that is a particular human need. It's also being able to give it. So giving love is a need just as much as getting love. All right. So think about that, right? Think about your position and where you are when people see you. I'm talking about those close around you. Are you approachable to be loved? Right? Are you approachable to be loved? All right, you got it. So here's my next question.
Okay, go.
All right, since we're talking about kissing, are your lips puckered to welcome a kiss, or is it an introduction to rejection and dissatisfaction?
That sounds like a real kind of doozy of a question.
Right?
Are your lips puckered to receive a kiss?
Right? To welcome a kiss?
To welcome a kiss.
Or is it about to lead into you telling somebody, you know, get out my face? You know, our lips still frown, right?
Oh, you talking about like twisted up?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
or like, you know.
Yeah, come, you know,
Here
come
come
on over
this.
here if you want to.
Here come this. goofy. Oh, yeah. I look like that all day then.
What? Really?
Yeah, I probably do.
Right? So look in the mirror, right? Are your lips puckered to welcome a kiss? Or is it an introduction to rejection or voicing dissatisfaction? What's about to come from your lips?
Well,
Gentleness, softness, right?
chapness. What? What?
I'm assuming that's already taken care of, okay?
Oh, that might not be the case.
Moisturize. We
Huh?
know to moisturize.
I don't think people really believe
Use
in
your
it.
sugar rubs on your lips, right? Okay.
You gotta have that touch 'em why don't you look, I knew it. She was all down in her and writing on that paper over there till I said something.
But seriously though, like think about, are you prepared to, and I know we're talking about kissing, right? Whether that's your kids, someone close to you, a close friend, right? Like, are you even prepared to give affection?
Wow.
Or if the only thing coming out of you is bitterness and resentment.
What you got?
What you got? Oh, hold on.
Let me see. It says, is it wrong to feel weird about people only calling or inviting you to their home around the holidays? Is that not receiving love?
Is it wrong? What do you mean by weird? Like, as in,
You don't
you
invite
haven't
me
talked
over
to
no
me
other
all
time
year?
of the year, but then you want your house packed for Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's what that's how I took her question. Correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Felicia, LaShawn, Brown, and them.
Or inviting you to their home around the holidays.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Here's what I say to that, because I'm one that, and I'm going to get better in 2022, I promise you. I talk so much for a living. I've been really limited in energy in talking outside of what I do every day. So Felicia, I'm probably on that side, right? To say I'm making an effort because it's the holidays. I'm clearing my calendar literally for the next 2 weeks. So I've been really swamped. But I thought about that, how I have not connected with not a whole lot, but significant amount of people because I've been buried, right? So I'm on that side where, I am just now calling you, right? I am just now connecting, and I have not reached out like I should, right? And I know everybody has their own reason, right, for that, but I gotta say, I may get turned down, or this is the only time you can call me when it's around the holidays, and I gotta take that hit. But I'm probably more on that side, right? To say, okay, you just not hearing from me because this year was kind of exhausting. Yeah. What were you gonna say though?
I think it is, for me, Felicia. If I interpreted your question correctly, I think it is odd for people to only want to invite you over their house for Christmas or Thanksgiving or holidays. Yeah, I understood what you're asking. So my thing is if we don't have that type of, because then I feel like I'm being used for your pictures.
Oh.
I'm being used as a
Okay.
fill-in for the seats around the table.
Interesting. Okay. Promotion.
Yeah, for your so when you post your
that's
Facebook
wrong.
picture,
Yeah.
when you
Okay.
post your Facebook dinner picture gathering, you got a packed house. But
Wow.
so you
Wow.
need some people, and am I just like the people at the seat fillers at the award shows?
Wow.
Yeah, am I a seat filler at the award show?
Or your
Oh,
cooking
says, or my cooking
Wow.
skills.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, exactly. Are you
now
being
that's
invited
wrong
because of
right
what you
there.
bring to the table?
Oh. We
'cause
can't
see-
get down like that this year.
Because
Come
if
on
we know
now.
you coming,
Yeah.
then I know you gonna bring something that we gonna all eat.
And enjoy, and then that's it for the rest of the year.
Let your name be Dana and be like, I'm just coming with my fork and my knife and my platter.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you got people that do that. Yes, I am, Shiante. But
Good evening, Shiante. What's going on?
I'm just saying.
Y'all right now, I get it. Wow, okay. Maybe am I being naive right now about
Yes, Dr. Thomas. You a whole doctor. That don't write prescriptions, but she a whole doctor. A for real one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but it's true.
Okay. I don't. That's where I was. I didn't think that, it's for show and that's like manipulation too. Mm-hmm. Right? Fronting. Okay, now, Felicia, I got you. I'm sorry. Well, scratch what I said about me, because I'll be real. Coming up for some air, so say hi. Yes. All right, so that was the question, right? Are your lips puckered to welcome a kiss, or is it an introduction to rejection and voicing, spewing bitterness and all that stuff? So check your lips, right? Check your lips.
Check your lips.
Right, what you're getting them puckered or ready and soft and smooth for, if it's not going to be for gratification and affection. Stop wasting lips. All right, here we go. Next question. Are you caroling? This comes from the song. Now I thought about the song. The song lyrics, right, says, "Are you caroling through the night?" And I put on here, or "Are you fussing through the night?"
Singing. Yeah.
Singing. The song says, because you're not ready to receive what the mistletoe has. Don't hang no mistletoes if you fussing all night.
So what I gathered from this show today, please don't hug or kiss Miss Kimberly Thomas without good.
If you don't, what I heard was, you tell me what you heard, I'm gonna tell you what I heard. You tell what you heard, and then I'm gonna tell you what was really being said. Go ahead.
I can tell you what.
We finna have a
Lord.
Steve Harvey show. You gonna be Shirley Strawberry with your version of the letter. You gonna be so you gonna do your version. I'm gonna be Steve. No, you go ahead. This ain't my show. I can do what I want to do on this show.
My version of what
Go ahead.
she was really saying.
Uh-huh.
Don't bring your rabbit.
Uh-huh. Talk good now.
Over here.
Well,
Oh my God.
uh-huh. Can I
On that train.
so you ain't saying, let me go and help you out. Let me go and help you out. What I heard her say was, we ain't doing no kissing if you ain't following through. That's what I heard her say. Then right. That's what you said. Then what I heard her say was, they ain't doing no hugging if your huggings is fake. If I ain't getting nothing from it, if ain't nothing moving, then get your hands up off me. That's what I heard.
Right.
So don't worry about nothing else.
You ain't building no Christmas toys over.
Come on, you ain't right. I don't need no
my
train
God.
sets put together. Right.
You ain't handling nothing.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard her saying, and that was
I
my
am talking
interpretation.
about-
It was kind of like, what did you bring?
No.
That was my discernment.
No. This is about pure affection, right? Be pure.
She can't even get it out.
This is Dr. Thomas, you have it.
No, it said Dana
Dana
ties.
ties.
That's a new one.
Oh, yeah, we didn't heard some
Listen,
before.
okay.
Yours is different.
I know.
Think about that, right? What are you prepping for this beautiful house
Mm-hmm.
and it's hell up in there,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Like, don't go all out. You got lights up and wreaths and just Christmas trees and all kind of stuff hanging around.
That's kind of why I don't, that's kind of why I don't want to be around certain people, whether it be family or not, around Christmas, because it's like all this stuff that says joy is hanging around, but ain't no joy in here.
Right.
Right? So it's like,
Yeah.
It's like that's the equivalent
Yeah.
of going to the hottest club
Mm-hmm.
in Chicago, but they only playing country western music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is just wrong. Ain't everything about this is wrong. Being in here right now is wrong.
Yeah.
This ain't why I'm here.
Yeah.
It is. So like, why would I come? Why would I want to? Holidays. Especially this holiday being Advent season. It's a time that you want to have a hope for joy and peace and all those things.
Right.
And if all y'all do is sit around and talk about how bad this is and this is, everybody want to hear that.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I am. It's like really think about how you're setting the atmosphere. Does your atmosphere go with your behavior and how you're acting in the home or out and about, right? Because, people are out now and they're going to different festivities and, each other's homes, and you coming up into this spirit, right? Feel place, meaning the holiday, and what's in you, right? What's in you, right? Do you go with the holiday season? Right? Have you checked yourself? So, I thought I'd, throw that in there. It's like, because I love this song. This is actually my favorite song.
Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Oh, is it turned up over there?
Which one?
I think she is 2.
2?
Maybe
Good.
she's 2. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I'll check in a minute. Go ahead.
So really for me, thinking about, go with the concept. I stood this out here to say, okay, as we are collecting all of our stuff to set the atmosphere, let's check our, attitude, right? And so that's kind of why I'm talking about this is let's make sure who you are matches the environment that you place yourself in. Right. And so here's my last question. Right.
All right,
here's my last question.
Last question.
All right. From the song lyrics. Right.
Song lyrics again. Here we go.
Is your fireside blazing bright, or are you setting fires to kill the night? Right. The song says the fireside is blazing bright. Right. We happy and
You phone a friend, Alex. What? What is these questions?
And so I want to know, right? Is your fireside blazing bright, or are you setting fires to kill the night? Like, what you doing over there?
Oh my! Oh, Felicia had said right. Your daddy is crazy. Your sister is in jail, and your brother on jail. You still bring another piece. No, ma'am, I ain't coming.
Yeah.
And as you should.
Yeah.
And as you should.
I'm telling you. Oh, that's where they came from.
That's where it came from.
Oh,
I'm seeing that some people are not seeing some people's chat boxes and everything.
That's because it depends on what page they're on.
Right. Okay.
Some people are watching on TTLO. Some people are watching on Healthy Soul Talk. Some people are watching on my page. Some people are watching on.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why they don't see. So that's why we try to make sure we read the chats. Yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah. So obviously, that famous song, "Hang on to Mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better." That's my jam, right? And I thought about the lyrics to that song, right? While we dancing and grooving to it, right? How's your spirit, right? Are you living in the words of that song? Because that's a pretty, intimate song, right? But are you living in that right now, right? How's your spirit? How's your attitude? I believe in music. I believe in listening, to it to uplift you. But make sure you use this music. We talked about holiday music. Use the music to make sure you get into the best mood you can be in to show love and get love. Right? I don't want anybody to go through this holiday season saying that it wasn't meaningful. You know what I'm saying? I think that, all this social media, right, is a good place for people to boast and brag, and we got this and we got this going on, and check this out, check that out. But how much of it is coming from a stance of true happiness, true peace?
I don't think there is right now, from what I can gather, and watching people Facebook, they didn't put so much of their lives onto Facebook that they still have to keep up appearances and everything else like that. And so, I'm looking at more or less more of my married friends. They're not saying it, but I think their marriages are in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
Dang.
like I see a lot of the, because you always put up, the family photos or the Christmas or this, that, and the third, and everything. Now, I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
You're still putting them up. You still putting them up because you got this. You got this fake life you have.
Right.
Because you never. No one ever delves into the negative onto Facebook and everything else.
All right.
Like that. And if they do delve into it, that's only because something has turned around for them and everything. Then they call it a testimony.
Yeah.
No, tell everybody because we on season. However old you are, we on season 42. Season 42, episode 12 of your life and everything. Tell us how how it really is going and everything. Tell us how in this season, even though your kid may got accepted to this, that, and the third, but they driving you crazy. You want to choke hell out of them and everything else like that. Tell us that, but you can also post hey, my kid got into this school and everything.
Yeah.
Post the good and the bad and everything else like that, because what you're not going to do is give us this happy ending and it's not really there.
That ain't even right. That's not even the beginning.
Right. Did I make it to matching Christmas pajama season? Some of us won't make it. So much.
Right.
Some of us won't make it to matching Christmas, and everything else like that. But tell that story. Tell how you got out of that.
If you're gonna tell it, because for me it's a lot of focus is on social media. I'll just say posting, right? But not enough work is being done to make your space, your home, your world peaceful, right? And of course, on our end, we know the impact of frequent posting, whether you're expressing yourself through a meme, right, or one sentence, here and there, and people read between the lines, or you're sending subliminal messages. But then that's it, right? As soon as you do that, you go back to being mad. You don't even put in the work to start your healing, to start, what do I need to do? If I'm actually upset, or I'm throwing dart to somebody, or I'm really, trying to, I'm posting something that I am happy. It's not even like you're putting work into being happy as you just posted. And so that's that downfall, right? It's a lot of facade going on, but people have a whole lot of time to actually make that script true. It's just, okay, I'm just gonna put it here for all the likes, and I want to give the presentation that I'm happy, but there's no work being put in, right? To actually be happy all that time you not on the book or on the gram, right? So it's just really, for me, put the work into being happy. Put the work into your ability to be loved and get love. Put the work in so you can see the results. Because a person is only going to love you the way they really see you loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not putting in work to set the atmosphere, to be loved, to be, genuinely approached with affection and kindness, then what are you expecting out of life? Right? So that's me. It's like really, 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 thinking about how well are you making sure that when you place yourselves in these environments that's grand, right? Because some people's houses are decked out, right, from the outside to the inside, and I'm like, how is true happiness really in there?
Right. Your husband probably cussed you out about this is your 80th time going to Home Goods, and everything else like that, and you probably ain't got no money. Yeah.
And to there's no communication about it, right? So even we don't have money, we can't even sit at the same table and work out a budget. You know what I'm saying? And that's so real. So that's why, I'm posing these questions. Like, if you're going to get everything that comes with Christmas, let's look at the meaning behind this, right? So if you got mistletoes all around your house, right? There was a meaning behind it, whether we agree with the, some of the ways it was presented, at the end of the day, it was to deliver some affection, right? And if you don't, what you doing if that's not a part of your ambiance that you're providing?
What Facebook is nothing but a live photo album.
Yeah.
Like literally, it is your Facebook is your slam book. It is your live photo album.
Yeah.
It is your what's that? Your book cover case and everything of things that's like, it's your own unicorn. But if in the sense of, as I would say, it's my new word for this year going into 2022 buzzword of this transparency. Be transparent. Show everything.
And I say, when you do that, be ready for other people's
responses.
And I mean that in the
But
sense
some of them may be like positive. Like, girl, me too. I ain't put up nothing. Like one, I put on a post like, these senior fees are, kicking my tail and everything else like that. And I also said I won't complain because my mom did it and everything else like that. And so, like, of course, you get the outpour, like, you can do it, blah, 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 But then one of my friends, she came through and she was unhappy. And I was like, she is, like, she's like, I'm like, hey, it's a rainbow coming. Like, we're not always going to be fully done and everything else like that. But, the best parts are coming and everything else like that. Be out there. I was like, and I was kidding. But in a way, I might be real. I'm like, I need a GoFundMe page because every time I turn around, there is I was already set for tuition.
Yes.
But in the terms of being just like my mom and everything else like that.
You gotta watch the spirit.
Like she wants the senior gear and she wants the invitations, and these invitations they come interactive now with you can QR code them and get a live video. I'm like, stuff and everything. And but it's the best part because I saw the best part in it was because in that package was her cap and gown.
Okay.
And the diploma frame.
Okay.
So like we're not there yet. I'm seeing the best parts come together for the bigger puzzle and everything. Like I've seen her National Honor Society Corps. I've seen stuff that's coming and everything else like that. So, like, these senior fees may be kicking my tail, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a great 2022.
Yeah. And I think that's where, you have to make that decision, right? If social media is going to be a part of you and how you function, right? You got to be, I'd look at it as being responsible. Some people just use it as a here and there, right? You wouldn't know anything about them unless they here and there posting. But I think that kind of, you got to incorporate that into your life, right? Your lifestyle and how you would use it to help you get through those.
You have to remember when John Legend's wife, the whole thing with the baby.
Yeah.
But she lived her life on social media.
Yeah.
So she was prepared for it. It's not like she shared everything prior to. Mm-hmm. So it's not like she was doing something out of the, and for people to like go in on her, it was like, this is what she does. It's no different than the Kardashians. Even up until, I've never been a fan, but even up until, Kim got robbed, if it was legitimately robbed, then when she got robbed, people were like, well, that's what you get for being on social media. But that's how she made her billions. Yeah. They got famous on social media. Yeah. So,
So, I think that the whole point to this, right, is to make sure, as Felicia said, my tree is still in the garage, right, if I get to it or not, right? I think that whatever spirit you in, right, don't put on a facade to where nobody wants to, you don't want to be around people, right? And the energy is rubbing off on other people. I think that
90
it's almost
seconds.
like, I want everybody to have a special Christmas, right? I think that coming out of 2020, we've dealt with a year of trying to get back out there. Some relationships have been mended, right? Some have been put in perspective. you know, if we've not spoken for months at a time, right, then I accept maybe that's where our relationship is, right?
And that's all right.
Right. And so for me, it's less used, right? If you are a visual person to uplift your spirit and your mood, then use those things that you put in your presence, right? To make sure that you are lovable, right? And that you give love, especially this month. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point to this month, right? Is to make sure that 2021 Christmas is special for you.
Give love on Christmas Day. Christmas Day.
Right? So get the Christmas carols, the positive ones, right? Because there's some lyrics out there that, you know, talking about Santa Claus.
Is this the Cartman
You know.
version?
The who?
This man loves South Park.
So get the Christmas carols, get the decoration up, right? If you're putting up certain decoration, right, check out the meaning, right, and live it, embrace it. Make sure the people in your house understand what the energy is now. We loving on each other. We're not fighting. I'm not setting fires, right? We are enjoying.
What's wrong with you over there?
I ain't said nothing. Trying to find my song.
We are enjoying this moment, this mood, this energy. But you got to bring something to the table. All right, great people. I'm all about accountability to yourself, right? What are you bringing to the table? All right, what's coming out of your mouth? All right, what's the energy like for you? Okay, because you set the tone. As someone just said, you have the control over you and how you respond. Right? So that's what we did this evening.
Yay.
Talking about the mistletoe, right? Pucker up. Grease your lips, right?
Kiss on the people you're supposed to kiss on.
Yeah, now don't go kissing on the wrong folk, right? I mean that in the
now I'm burning fires instead of the fireside burning.
do right, right? Kiss on your own partner, not somebody else's partner.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Do what needs to be done. All right, great people. I hope somebody's looking around their house for a mistletoe and gonna have a good time.
I thought
tonight.
you was finna say looking around the house for some a good time. What?
Yeah. Okay then. Thank y'all for tuning in. And, and we gonna see y'all next week. Huh?
Next week.
For y'all mistletoe people.
Oh my
Only a house here to get it. You don't get it?
I
What's the
already
name of
got
the
it.
song?
Oh my God.
What's the name of the song?
Just don't play the slow down part.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Somebody give me the title.
But if this gets you in the mood, right, to use the mistletoe, then so be it. Carry on.
Y'all not gonna help me, huh?
What's the name of this house music?
I'm gonna tell you who wrote it, then maybe you'll get the answer. Lil Lewis was the author, was the artist.
Anybody on Facebook want to type the name of the
I want to see it. Let me see. Somebody gonna get it. Somebody gonna get it in the chat.
It's a nasty song.
Somebody gonna get it in the chat.
I know, yeah, because it does slow down.
Somebody gonna get it in the chat. What's the name of the song? I got a house head on here somewhere before we go. Come on. Somebody in the chat gonna get it.
Y'all put your crosses down and
Say put the crosses down.
There it is.
oh, there it is.
Bam. Under the mistletoe. There it is.
I just know the music. That's all. All right, y'all. Have a good one. We'll be back next week, right before Christmas. But tune in tomorrow to Praise Break Friday. You know, they're gonna be a little bit more spiritual.
We're gonna try.
Right? But I just want to help somebody. Okay? Get it together. We are out. I think we out.
Now
All
we
right,
out.
y'all.
We going out. Something like out. Trying.